Hi there. My name is Rebecca Vieyra. I'm a high school physics teacher and an Albert Einstein Distinguished Educator Fellow placed in Washington, D.C. for the year. Last year, I had the great opportunity to go one-to-one with my students, which meant that all of my physics students had tablets in the classroom. So naturally, I was looking for ways to better incorporate technology to help my students learn physics better and apply the next generation science standards. So what I did was I became involved in some research done by EDGE at Turk. EDGE is the Educational Gaming Environments Group, which is a branch of Turk, which is a nonprofit involved in STEM education. And what I learned from my experience was that students really enjoy playing games, first of all, but it was especially effective when I had students bridge their activities of the classroom with some of the scenarios from the game. So in this article, what I do is I take a look at some of the activities I use to make that bridging happen. EDGE at Turk has a number of different games. I focus specifically in this article on Impulse and Quantum Spectre. Impulse is a game dealing with particles, and students learn about forces, Newton's laws, and also conservation of momentum. In Quantum Spectre, students learn about geometric optics, light, and color addition and subtraction. So I hope that you really enjoy the examples that I provided. I also very briefly reference Ravenous, which is a game dealing with life science and food webs and energy conservation. So let's take a look a little bit more at what EDGE does, what they've learned, and who my co-authors are.
We were all getting a bit frustrated watching how bored kids were in school and how many kids were falling through the cracks. And at the same time, we were watching how passionate kids were when they were playing games, how much energy and attention they brought to these games. And we thought, hey, if we could latch on to that and use that for learning, we'll have something.
EDGE, the Educational Gaming Environments Group, is a set of people here at Turk who are trying to design free choice educational games.
Our research has shown that kids can demonstrate learning through games that they can't yet formalize in school talk. And when a teacher picks up on that and uses examples for that in their class, that really helps with science learning, especially for non-academic kids who are looking for an alternative way to learn.
As they get better at the game, they're mastering concepts associated with science content. They're demonstrating an understanding of things like Newton's laws, or bird flight, or how lenses and mirrors reflect and refract light.
One of the really exciting things for me about EDGE is that it's designing free choice games. The games have to be fun. They have to be something that people really want to play.
We've done games in all kinds of media and all kinds of venues. We have an MMO game, Martian Boneyards, that we studied scientific inquiry. We have wireless games that run on tablets and phones like Impulse, Quantum Spectre, and Ravenous. And we're building outdoor games using geocaching in our STEMlandia program.
One of the really exciting things about digital games is that we're able to collect all this back-end click data, and then we analyze it and we try to look for patterns of play, for things that suggest learning or understanding of a concept.
We watch a lot of video of people playing games. We can see their image through the eyesight camera, and we can capture their screen and watch their gameplay at the same time.
And it's amazing what you see as kids play the game, and as they're talking through the game or teaching another kid the game or talking to another kid or looking over the shoulder of another kid as they're playing the game. As they guide them, they even start to adopt scientific terminology, even if the teacher's doing a lesson associated with it.
EDGE's work has been recognized both nationally and internationally, and we have a growing set of collaborators from across the US and other countries.
One of the unique qualities of EDGE is that the game designers are scientists. And so I think when you have the game design mindset and the science mindset in the same brain, it produces a different kind of game.
By gaining experience in all these different kinds of games, we're learning so much about game-based learning and how games can improve science education.
What started EDGE in the first place is capitalizing on the already broad cultural experience with gaming. I mean, there's references calling gaming the currency of this generation. And so that idea that it's so pervasive in every aspect of somebody's life, but somehow not in schools. and not being taken advantage of for social good. So we started this whole thing trying to figure out how to take the natural impetus and natural level of engagement with games and turn it into something that's beneficial for society.